hell's that?
I've got forms prepared.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Wait, am I hearing myself? Spore mothership, activate. I said not to do that. I specifically ticked do not cook for faster simulation. Okay, so a couple of things I can try. Else equals cast results plus. I can't. I'm spending 8 milliseconds generating that. That'll be slightly quicker. And that's just embarrassing. I mean, that's just really bad. So that means that the physics data is not baked and has never been baked. This one does have physics. And I can just do for each there child, no, transform L child in transform.children, is it? Oh, here, okay. I is less than transform dot child count I plus plus if transform dot get child I dot game object dot enable. Oopsie. Hello cat. What is that noise? Transform dot get child. Okay. This will enable them one by one, which I don't know if that will work. You might see them sort of ripple on. Other than that, I'll switch on the mesh colliders one by one by one. You are a very loud pussycat. You have food? I gave you food. Actually, because this is a more serious stream. There we go. Right. Feel free to come back in. Shut up, cat. I have to say, not that you've seen it, but there's a wicked padlock cam coming as well, so it will look like that. So actually get to track a ship and it will look off in the background. Right, that's way better. No puss. Now this one doesn't have any collision on the children. I've gone with two different types of mothership. I haven't decided which I like. One of them has less components but kind of intercollides, and one of them doesn't intercollide but has more bits. I don't know which one I currently like. Yeah, you'll be seeing a whole bunch of lag, by the way, at this point, because I'm not using Mixer directly. But it means I can profile it, like, yeah. Stuff like that. What was that? See, this one, on the other hand, this one is baking all the physics data now, and that's fine. Well, not brilliant. Wait, that just baked the physics data. Why would it have done that? So if I pause that, let's look at the mothership. Why does it done that? But it looks cool when this one dies. I don't mind a glitch at that point, because what I will do is it will fade to black and say well done, and then there'll be a little hyperspace sequence and you'll go back to base. So I can cover stuff up then. I just don't want it to glitch at the moment when everyone's staring at the screen of the explosion of the spaceship. I wonder where I can hear myself from. I can definitely hear myself from somewhere. My cat stays at like maximum range, and then yeah, so updating the that's a frame drop right there, a whole frame to update the scene, and that's definitely wrong. And that's actually, wait, what? Oh, I forgot to break. Yeah, break. Return, sorry. Yeah, the idea was I will enable the children sequentially rather than enable all 25 children. So I'll enable them over 25 frames. So you might see it come in and you might not. I've got so many mixer windows open there. There we go. Yeah, as I said, if this takes off, I mean, the FortressCraft server itself is better than the rig I'm using. So there's a possibility I'll use that one. But if it looks like this is going to be a money maker of some sort, I'll probably get a proper fast rig and possibly a capture card as well. Look, I won. Also, hello, Cyber Blaster. Didn't see you in the match. So what's that? And is that where we're flow manager, update battle result, increment level? Yeah, so this is the one where we're baking the data. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, Zebra. We've now got 11 viewers, okay? That puts us in about the top 5 pages on Mixer. If we got 20 to 30 people regularly, I think it will organically grow very quickly. That said, I did see a dating game yesterday that was partnered but only had 500 followers. So once the game is a bit better, you know, right now there's no tactics, you just level up. So once the mothership defenses come along and once you can choose a ship, then that will happen. Like, it will become a lot more tactical at that point and a lot more interesting. Oh, goodbye, Anon 491227. Yeah. Alright, no hiccup, but looks horrible. So what I need to do is enable the objects, disable the mesh colliders. Get component mesh collider. This is a really annoying thing to have to do. Unity's appalling with mesh collider stuff. Now, I don't know if in fact it's going to work. I don't know when Unity decides to unbake the colliders, but we'll find out. Other than that, and I'm then going to have to just stick with no collision on these. It's just too expensive, and Unity is just not. It's just, well, it's not designed for it. It's just no good at it. XP no. So the way I'm planning on having it work is not to fall into the Gran Turismo trap. So if you play Gran Turismo, your first spaceship was amazing. Your first car was amazing. You remember your first car in Gran Turismo? You bought your first car, and then you did loads and loads and loads of races, and then you upgraded your car, and it was great. And then you bought your second car, but you're making so much money, you just upgraded it. So the plan is that you will get access to spaceships at given player levels. So if you're player level 50, you will get access to the Super Laser Brawler. Upgrading the Super Laser Brawler requires you to spend sparks, we know that, but it also requires you to have enough experience on that level. So you're level 10, but your spaceship might only be level 5. That's why it says flying a level 3 super cruiser. So essentially I'm pinching the Dungeon Master system. So you gain levels, but you also gain proficiency, should we say, in your spaceship. Let's phrase it like that. So, but you will have to spend sparks as well. I'm going to make it so subscribers get like quarter value sparks, something like that. Yeah, but so you're in a level 1 brawler. Right now you are also level 1. I haven't put any per spaceship stuff in because there's only 2 spaceships and they're the same. The red bars, because I forgot to disable a bar. Sure, I haven't played Eve, so I can't comment, but if you want to say a bit like Eve, sure. Skip time, I can't bother to wait. The worst thing is, it might run okay on this computer, but this computer is not the one I'm running the game on. And this one is a lot better. Oh, that seems to be okay. So there we got a spike. Yes. Oh, good. So yeah, so it takes 40 milliseconds to make one. Ah, thank you, Reaper from Discord. Unfortunately, to really tell if it's working or not, I need to go back. I also need to work out why the camera keeps jibbling there. And then I think... yeah, so if someone joins in during this sequence, that's what happens. So what's happened there is Reaper's joined, and therefore the game has jumped into a battle, and then it's gone, oh, we've won, and then it's jumped back out again. Overall, that seems better, though. Now, we were getting ongoing collapsing frame rate issues. Stuff like the missile should probably clear up. Let's do that as well. I am pre-calculating the breaking up of the parts. The problem is that generating the collision mesh is something that Unity does at runtime, even though I've hit bake. So I've just disabled the collision. No, I've ripple enabled the collision. I could probably do like one every 2 frames and you wouldn't skip it, you wouldn't see it. Okay, if flow manager.instance.state equals state.battle results. Yeah, we'll just clear it up quickly. So we clear it up in 10 seconds maximum. 6 seconds maximum. Now we're getting heavy frame drops, and what's that? I think I know the answer is, yeah. What the problem is there, that is updating the buttons. Adding a button's costing me 50 milliseconds here. Now, incidentally, at this point, we shouldn't be doing it at all. So I can probably update Mixel, player data, yeah. Okay, if flow manager.instance.battle mstate equals .battle, we must allow a that is correct, Kuko. There is no way to purchase sparks. There will be something called embers. So that will help a bit. The question is, why here were we updating all of the stuff every frame? So we only update the mixer request if your sparks suddenly become available. If they suddenly become not available, is that the only time that happens? And once a second. That said, that should actually just say LB mixer request update equals true. And then once a second, we update it. But that doesn't look like once a second to me. That looks like every frame for 7 people. God, it's allocating half a meg of garbage as well. So yeah, I don't really know what that is. Easily. Yeah, so I can't talk very much about the premium currency because I'm under NDA with Microsoft, I'm afraid. But Sparks and subscriptions are my primary goal. Not yeah, I mean it's like fun money. That's a good thing about the Sparks, but yeah, I've got 1,000,000 Sparks across 2 accounts, and I don't like spending them. I like collecting them. Now, I am making things hugely worse, by the way, by profiling, like massively profiling. So, Zebra, my next plan is... I haven't even opened up my chat. If anyone's talking to me on anywhere other than Mixer, I'm not even looking. It's just so I can continue to stream and work on it. So I'm going to do this tomorrow. I mean, Todd's got PacketStorm. I've got nothing left on PacketStorm unless I get feedback. The next plan is selectable ships. So after each round, you'll go back to the hangar. You've then got 10 seconds to pick a ship or upgrade your ship or whatever. So I'll be working on that. Tuesday should be AmpuTea. Again, I don't know. I might spend about... Basically, I want to get this done because of the opportunities that are arising with Microsoft. So I want to strike while the iron is hot. If you're not on Mixer right now, go to mixer.com/projectorgames and you can play. I'm leaving in about quarter of an hour, 20 minutes. And then I will leave it running there. Well, see, Zebra, I need a certain level of viewers and all that before I can even genuinely before I can even pay for the electricity to run the computer. Immediate status leave. To be honest, just because that's what I wouldn't worry about it. We're a long way off reliable anything. Having subscribers does give you money, yes. That would be good. And I will make all of the skills much cheaper for subscribers. I worked out a subscriber is worth approximately 400,000 sparks to me. Well, Kuka, a lot of it's just about not having to worry about stuff. If I could just go, I'll just buy these asset packs, I'll hire this guy, that'd be great without having to go, well, hold on. Mark, let me have a look. That's you there. That's your ship, Mark Smith. So we can just follow you if you like. Boink, there you are. But yeah, that camera's cool, and I will be... Oh, you're dead. that's the... Yeah, so that is the actual generation of the fracture. So again, I don't think... Oh, not that one. Somebody else would have fractured. Large Corvette. Is it Cyber Blaster? Yeah. So I don't think I'm making enough of this because it's very expensive. So this is what's happened to this guy. So he's actually fallen to bits, his ship. Actually, let's just keep an eye on that. Make sure that does clear down. That's important. I didn't get a chance to write that. I'll write that in a second. I'll make sure this guy clears down. And making sure there's no leaks. Yes, that's a dead ship. Good, that clears down. Sweet. Yes, I was going to do it. So when the player, well, was it when the flight script hit leaving? Was it? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I didn't write that card. I was going to, because if you die immediately, you don't get any experience because you don't shoot anything. If flow manager dot instance dot player. I'm sure it's the flow manager. Oh, it's static. Okay. If flow. I'll put this over here so you can watch it while I'm typing. If flow manager dot players one, yeah, there you go. You now get a be aware, by the way, when you're seeing it here like that, this is a different computer, so your progression is not stored, you know, in the cloud or anything clever like that, or your progression is all stored locally. So this is a different computer. Look at that. What is all that? Okay, what's going on here? So that is the player. They are all updating the combat scene constantly. I don't know why. Right. Let me try that a sec. So I've now hard clamped it so you can only update the scene once per second, no matter what. And you will also get you'll get 100 XP for winning and 10 for losing. So even if you get shot first time, you do get your participation trophy. It also annoys me, makes me sad, I don't know how to phrase it, that obviously I should be streaming at the weekends, but I do try not to work at the weekends as much, because otherwise I go mad. But of course that's when everybody wants to watch streams. Do a spaceship instead. I do like the exit stuff. I think it looks really cool. We'll probably get Todd to do a nicer sort of overlay. So when we're doing HUD, we'll get sort of a vignette at the edge rather than the current sort of green debug text. But yeah, with 15 viewers, as I said, that puts us quite a long way up the Mixer charts. Enough so we would start to see about getting people in. Now, right now, as I said, the game is not that much of a game. There you go, you see? So, although you did no damage, Reaper, though you were a completely useless piece of dead weight, you've still been given 10 XP. You're welcome. Yeah, so Mark, the thing is, I don't want it to be that a whole bunch of players join in and then can't progress. There mustn't be any dead ends. Now, to be fair, if you hit the shields quickly and then missiles, you should get a little bit of damage off. It's also geared very much so spending sparks is a massive amount more XP than not. That's very cute, Peter. I quite like those little animations, though it annoys me, of course, I can't gain anything from it until I'm a partner. Hey, there we go. There was the ship explode. I didn't watch it. That actually looks quite cool when they work. And that looks quite cool too. And the frame rate's better. But as I was saying, the baking this is a real-time thing. And Unity's awful at it. Like, what it should do, it should give you the option saying, I need the collision now, or it's okay to do it on a thread and spend a couple of frames doing it. Discord, you can do what you like. Mostly what I'm doing is a bit of stress testing. It looks like I'm going to have to do something really clever with the JSON formatter because it's appallingly bad. Zebra, but if you... Is that a 5th page of everything or 5th page with interaction? Well, this is the most ships we've had as well. That's good. So, Mark, in a minute, I will make a build and I'll flip it back to Mixer. So right now, you're playing the game with a 10 to 30 second lag. Okay? When I'm streaming to Mixer, that lag will be 100 milliseconds or less. So basically, keep an eye on your readout. Now, can you just guys verify to me that your readout is working? Because I did just make a change. It's not working, is it? I've literally broken it. I was trying to damp down. Now that should work still. If request mixer update and time since combat is greater than 1, update combat scene, time since combat scene update equals 0, and then we increment it. What's wrong with that? Oh. That does look cool though, doesn't it? Yeah, what happened was I meant to say during the battle results, don't update the thingy, but I actually typed in during the battle. Sometimes, Zebra, it doesn't load stuff into the second round. I'm not quite sure why, I have to say. Like you hit join and it'll go, you're level 1, and then after the first round it works. I'm not quite sure. Anyway. It will work now. The buttons should work. I derped. But I've also put a cap in, so even if I mess up, I accumulate all the changes and I transmit it once per second. here's the late joiner. It's Reaper from Discord. Hey, Blue Jello. Yeah, I do like that view. It all looks cool. Like, it really does look sweet. Anyway, looks like I've got most of the performance back. So that's good. We're up to 250 frames a second. It was doing stuff like it was just sending loads of updates here, but what should happen, it should send a single update. After this round, assuming there's no more issues, I will make a build. I'll pop that on the main rig, and then I'll run it directly through Mixer, and then you will run it nearly zero latency. It's absolutely incredible the way Mixer does it. I'm genuinely evangelize how good Mixer is. Twitch only has one thing better, and that's the number of people that play it. Nothing else. Which I realise is quite an important thing. No, it's not even that, Blue Jello. It's just well written. Like, I don't know why Mixer has a 30 seconds latency. I said, if your buffer to the streamer gets more than 1 second, just start to play the stream 1% faster, so you catch up. So you've always got 1 second. I mean, Mixer dies a horrible death if you've got any sort of screw-ups in the... Boom. That's cool. And that seems to work now. No massive performance spike. There's one now when I create the ship, but that's alright. That I can hide away. Now I'm afraid anyone who's only played it on this screen is about to lose their progress. So let's make a build. I will also make sure that the logging is off for the build. I don't think it works otherwise. So we'll make a build and I'll copy that onto my main rig, which will take a minute or two. And then I'm going to disappear and I'm going to leave it running. How long do I think I'll dev this for? Bare minimum, I need to implement ship selection. I need to implement ship upgrading. I need to implement mothership perks. And then I need to implement... actually, that'd be it. So once you can select a ship, upgrade a ship, and the mothership itself will have various perks, I'm done. Then at that point, either the game will do really, really well, and I'll be like, hooray, let's continue to develop, or the game will do badly, and I'm like, oh well. So we haven't given it any numbers yet. Like, we'll see how it does. I hope it does well, because now I've been doing more of this Mixer stuff. I've got loads of ideas. I have loads of, like, I don't want to say them out loud. I might type them on Discord. But I have some great ideas for other Mixer-based games. And without being mean to any of the other people who have worked on Mixer-based games that aren't crap. Because I have been looking at a bunch of Mixer games. And some of them are particularly awful. Is it top streams, all filters, other, I think? No. It was one of these, but it was, yeah, there's loads and loads and loads of Hello Neighbor ones. Yeah, so I'm surprised that if I tick games here, I'm not at the top list. I don't know why. That's something I would like to bring up, because there's channel 1 and then it's just Hello Neighbor endlessly. I assume Hello Neighbor has integration, but I don't know why we're not appearing on that list. I feel we should be. Otherwise, how many people have we got watching? 17. Woo! 17 puts us down here somewhere. Oh man, we should be there somewhere, but I'm sure we are. It might be because I'm restreaming via Restream. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to pop the build back up now. So thank you for watching my random weekend stream. Thank you for helping. Thank you for giving me some more data. Feel free to play it. As I mentioned before, right now I have scope for up to 72 unique skills. I have not thought of 72 unique skills. So each ship has 3 skills. I'm definitely going to want some ideas for skills that we can do. So if you're around tomorrow, and I'll be doing this because I say Todd is on PacketStorm, so I'll be on this all day tomorrow. So we'll start to develop individual ships tomorrow, and maybe you guys can help me out on that because you might have some cool ideas. Think of some cool ideas. Not now. I don't care about now. And I'm going to stop the stream and bring the other stream up now. So cheers for watching, guys. See you in space. In space.